Hello, hello, hello. Haruhi here. Alright. So, it's Niji-Sanji Koshien season. Day 2 ended earlier, and Day 3 is gonna begin in, let me count, 5 hours? Well, the team that I was rooting for was AU Academy, right? Unfortunately, spoilers I guess? They got eliminated on Day 2, so with those feelings, I'm just gonna draw some fan art of one of their matches from Day 2. Hey Lil G. But yeah, if you are at all interested in Niji-Sanji Koshien, but you haven't watched any matches at all, I highly recommend the AU Academy Shinsaku match. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just the 9th inning is crazy. So without spoiling, this is like a scene from the 9th inning. It's not really a spoiler scene exactly, because Sunny is a pitcher, the relief pitcher, so all you really see here is the fact that Sunny here is being a pitcher. But yeah, there was a lot of intensity, pressure, so I'm trying to figure out how to compose this thing so that you can feel the pressure of the atmosphere. Yes, the aura. Like, I kind of have him taking a deep breath before he throws his pitch, because yeah, it's gonna be for a new wallpaper. You got it. I like to cycle. But yeah, I'm thinking because the intensity is so strong, he's gonna be pretty small in comparison to the size. And then the sky is like really, really vast and blue. The thing that kind of bugs me right now is the stands. I feel like they're a bit too big. So I'm gonna try and adjust that a bit, but like, it's kind of hard to adjust when I've already drawn it, you know? If I just shrink it down like that. Oh, actually shrinking it down does kind of work. Like, even though all I did was squish it, it kind of feels right, like it's far away. Surprising. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, the vast majority is this sky that's really heavy. And I also want to sort of pay attention to the colors. Like, this green of the grass and the brown of the dirt feels a bit off. I'm not sure how to correct it though. Let me try doing some color correction layers. But I don't want to mess with the blue, that's the problem. Yeah, like if I add green, then... Actually, there should be something where I only change... What is it called? That's not it. That's like, some intense effects there. I'm playing around with gradient maps right now. Gradient maps I don't think are the solution here. Kind of fun though. One day I'll figure it out. Can you not color correct only certain layers? I guess that's true. My layers are a bit of a mess though, since I just did it as like, this is my sketch, right? And then I'm gonna draw it after, but I've got like my colors together. Maybe these ones. Oh, I can't correct more than one layer at a time. Okay, I'll merge these ones. Merge selected layers. Yeah, that looks like the grass. Okay, that green is a lot more green now. Do I want it to be that green? When everything else is being very blue, suddenly the ground is like classic green grass, brown dirt. I mean, it makes for a contrast against the sky, I guess. And I do have the stands being very blue, though. Which, let's try softening it, maybe? Not really. I'm like zooming way out so that I can see what it looks like just as colors. Let's create a new layer with soft light and add blue. Brightness and green takes a little away from the focal point. Oh, hey, Adoki. I want to look at the legs instead of the face. Yeah. But it feels weird to make the grass blue. I do increase like the blueness of the grass. It kind of goes like that. Reduced blueness. I mean, not reduced blueness. Increased blueness. So then, okay. If I say that that's like my plan. Then let's actually start drawing it. So starting with a proper start. This is the sky. I'm gonna have to like refer back to my sketch like multiple times, huh? So it lightens up on the bottom. Oh, I'm gonna play around with different brushes. Because why not? That doesn't look right. Oh, hey Bill. My week is pretty nice. I mean, the fact that Nichikoshian is happening right now is really awesome. With the totally didn't even mention it, but last weekend there was also the Rothmao Limitless live and Singing in the Rainbow Yokohama, which were both really great lives. Up until what? 14 hours ago? I was actually planning on drawing something related to the Yokohama live. You know, watching the game made me really want to draw it, so that's what I'm drawing it now. You know what? Instead of spending my time redrawing everything, how about I just copy and paste the layers, the relevant layers, and draw over the layers? I think that's a smarter way of doing this. Did not even think about that. Okay. That's probably like the normal way to do it. Does that work? Alright. Yeah, in the Yokohama live, it was a bunch of the older Nijisanji members. Older as in by debut date. So I gave it a very, like, I guess I didn't really think about it, but with all of the anniversary lives and stuff, they tend to have a distribution between more experienced and less experienced livers. So the I don't know, emotional story often is something along the lines of like the newer, less experienced liver is doing a live for the first time, and then the more experienced ones kind of like, you know, support them, and it's nice as a fan so that you can see, you know, your Oshi for the first time, or you can see your Oshi like helping someone out, and that's always nice to see. But, like the emotional story is generally like that. But since the Yokohama Live had a lot of people who have been together for a long time and all have like a lot of experience, Chaika had less experience doing lives, but they all have a lot of experience in general. So the vibe was different in a good way. Well, different overall. Yeah, I thought it was really unique. And I haven't been thinking about the other lives coming up, but they probably have other setups like with the members. Different things that they're kind of planning for it. But yeah, my personal highlight of the Yokohama Live was Kanae's propose. So that's what I wanted to... Well, not necessarily the propose that I wanted to draw, but his new hairstyle. So he's got this new hairstyle where his hair... I actually don't know if it's like the longest... Who has the longest hairstyle in 3D in Nijisanji? Because Kanae's hair was very, very long. It's practically to the floor. Kind of think like Reimu definitely has long hair, but I also don't really register Reimu's hair as like hair, if that makes sense. It's just like, I don't know, an aura? Copy the scans layer. I'm not sure if me messing around with the mound made it less intense. But anyways, now for the stains. Melka has some pretty long hair. That's true, that's true. You really don't notice hair like when you watch their streams though. It's like you don't see their feet for one. Because I was just trying to remember. Right. Mellowko. I remember her hair being long, but I don't remember, like, I don't know. I don't have photographic memory. I can't be like, yeah, her hair went up to exactly like her knees, or was it longer? I just remember it blowing. But yeah, Kanai's went up to his ankles, I guess? Like, it wasn't touching the floor yet. But he also had it braided into like one really long braid. So, different hairstyle. And since it was braided in one like really long, thick braid, I feel like some of the physics were a bit funky. Or like the way that they had to get around getting it to clip. Actually, I think I might have... This is my doodle of it. Very, very, very rough, but like, this was just a top view of like the spotlight and like his hair being very, very long. My original thought that I didn't quite expand on. But yeah, it was very, very, very cool. The crowd went wild. Yeah, Rapunzel. Speaking of Rapunzel, have you heard about Akasaka's new manga? I can't remember the name, Marchin something? With like Rapunzel in it. I feel like somehow or another I always end up reading Akasaka stuff. Not that it's a bad thing. I feel like this new one though is hard to follow. March and Crown is what it's called. Like the development, like things develop too quickly. And then I question myself being like, is it my attention span or is it the manga? I can't tell. Like, do I go manga these days? I have no clue what I'm drawing. By the way, I'm kind of making up these stands on the spot. The base is based off of the, like, I did the sketch based on the Nijikoshian 3D on the official stream, but doing the details right now is complete guesswork. Like, this is what stands might look like, right? Right. One thing though, I still haven't gone around to watching anime from this season. There are a bunch that I, like, do want to watch though. It's just a matter of actually sitting down and watching them. There have been so many sequels lately. I'm gonna erase this whole light thing. I think it'll look cooler if I do it on a separate layer. Yeah, the stands. This is a stands drawing stream right now. I haven't drawn Sunny at all since starting. It's just been background, background, background. Have I ever actually been in a baseball stadium? I don't think so. I just get the impression that there's a lot of things like this, like grid things holding up stuff, and like panels of stuff. What kind of structure is this? I do not know. Alright, let's get those lights in. I'm gonna draw these from up. You can call it scratch. This gap here. I need to watch the summer that Hikaru died. I kept seeing the manga in the bookstore, so it caught my eye. Oh, same here. I recognize the name from seeing it in the bookstore. I watched the first episode so far. So like that's one that I got started on. One out of the many. It's pretty cool visually. Although having just seen the first episode, I can't really comment too much about it. I'm sure things happen that I can't predict. And I only have like the premise so far. Alright, time to copy Sunny over. So that's the sketch. This is my I cleaned it up a bit version. I need to move that light over a bit. I feel like I made the seats a bit too clean. Let's go and do a thin line on each row. Not really each row, but some of the rows. Oops. Now you can kind of tell those are all seats. As opposed to a blank blue rectangle. Now it's just rectangles with lines on them. Alright. I'll just move these up a bit and then I'll consider that mostly done. I will, you know, add the lights on them after I work on Sunny. Let's finally get to Sunny. So that's his aura. This is the sun. This is me starting to clean them up. And then I'll just merge these layers together. So this is me. This was the actual original sketch. I'm gonna turn off his aura so that I don't get distracted by it. And we continue cleaning him up. How tiny is this? At 100% zoom, it looks like this. Wow, when I zoom in on his face, it really is, you can like see the pixels. So yeah, this is somehow the light from above / behind. And then his hair. there's something behind here. Consider. Alright, let me talk about Nijisanji Koshien with spoilers then. So, the, actually, I guess I already spoiled it before, but since AU Academy didn't move forward, I mentioned that. They lost against Corvus, which I feel like was, I don't know, for me personally, super fitting, since Corvus was the other team that I wanted to follow a bit more because of the EN members. So having the team that I was cheering for lose to the team that I was kinda, you know, trying to find more time to follow is kinda nice. Because I can kinda follow, like, it was in the talk after, but, you know, Corvus is kind of taking AU along for the ride. For the rest, like, you know, the whole, we're entrusting the battle to you from now on. I think it's just Sunny's highlighter yellow, but looks like he's ready to go Super Saiyan. Once I add the aura, he really is ready to go Super Saiyan. I should probably be looking at a reference of his, like, hairstyle. Even though I'm not actually drawing his real hairstyle. Should try to get somewhat close to it. The way how, like, Sunny's hair goes white on the edges is always so strange to me. Alright, there we go. Alright. His face is pretty much done. How does a glove look again? I drew it, but what do I call this? Baseball glove. There are a lot of these. And he's holding one for left-handed people, huh? Right, because he's left-handed here. I have a blue highlight here, but it should be a yellow highlight because the sun is yellow. The sun is yellow, so do this. Is Sunny left-handed? In the game he is. According to the screenshot in the game. I don't recall him ever mentioning that he's left-handed, actually. So I don't believe he is. As like actual real Sunny and not virtual, you know, Huion Akon 9 Sunny. Different handedness gives you different stats, I guess. I'm not super familiar with the game mechanics. I just like watching things go by, like in sports anime, where I watch things go by. And I'm like, wow, how exciting! I'll do the glove after I do everything else. I think glove would be nice to do, like, on top. I think he used his right when loading his gun in 3D. Then that's probably his handedness. If it turns out that I'm wrong, let me just check the screenshot of the game. Yeah. This matches how he throws in the game. Which is what I'm drawing. Oh yeah, it was also interesting to see all the coaches' reactions and stuff in 3D since it's in 3D for the first time this time. I feel like there's this impression you don't really see Evio often in 3D. Drawing like this is fun. Where it's like low quality. So dribbling around is enough to get the shape there. Like when you zoom out, it looks pretty defined. When you zoom in, it's super low quality. I guess that's in part due to the whole, you know, I am just using a smaller, or the canvas itself is not smaller. I'm actually using, like, I'm filling in a background and all that. That takes up space. And then I'm doing a full body too, so it ends up being less detailed. anyone who's watching this stream will know. Anyone who zooms in will know. Alright, then before I get too far in the hands, I'll go back to the body here. So the fun thing about their uniform is that it spells out heroes in the front. First, I'm just gonna get the shape first. Highlights on both sides. Then there's the belt. In Japanese or English? In English. It was like that last year as well. Okay, I need another layer for this. Goes H-E-R-O-E-S on the shirt there. So let me just center it. Heroes. So you would see arrows. I guess. Well, you wouldn't really be able to read it at all. Space between the O and the R. Make the O a bit more round. Hero. Space between the O and the E. Hero is. Morning, Andrew. There. It almost looks like it's spelling out like Rob or something. Who's Rob? Good time zone. The time it is right now. I'm just streaming to like tide time over until Koshian starts up again. Which is only 4 more hours away. Counting, counting. All right. And then the mysterious glove and hand. He's holding the ball here in his hand. You can't see it because the glove is in the way. And so the glove. I'll add a new layer of this. Just like how I added a layer for the heroes. Okay, so good old Google images for baseball glove. And then I just imagine it for a lefty. So it looks like this part here is like a strap thing. And it kinda comes in a loop. The glove goes over the heroes. But like underneath that part of the glove, you can actually see the hand. So there, you can see, oh my gosh, it's his skin. And then apart from that, there's just like a bunch of lines. I mean, it's roughly accurate. I technically, you know, have drawn baseball gloves before. Yeah, skin is a huge thing for VTubers. Alright, and then these lines extend from here until the glove thing. And that includes the thumb. Which, incidentally, this part is actually like a net. And, there's like crosses on the fingers. And, what else is there? Oh, wait, the crosses are on the inside. On the outside, it's just like this. Depending on the glove, I guess. There. Look at that difference between the bottom of his body and the top of his body. And we continue. This is where I accidentally added this. Okay. To be honest, I don't know how this works either. I think I've seen something like this, so I am literally just copying what I think I've seen before. How does this work as a belt? I don't know. I do not know. But it looked something like that. Now I haven't worn a baseball mitt in ages, could never catch for anything. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I wore one either. And at least baseball-wise, I could never get the hang of baseball or softball. Any of the sports where you hit the ball with a bat and like people run around. You know, thanks to the power of anime, I understand the rules now a bit better. Still don't fully understand them, honestly. But the thought that, like, say, I don't know, knowing when you can run and when you can't run, how the heck do you know that? Where to throw it? How the heck do you know that? Yeah, can't throw or hit. Basically, cannot baseball. What is left other than throwing and hitting for baseball? And I don't know about you, but like, I feel like those skills just aren't taught. It's just, I don't know, when you learn it for the first time, it's, you can do it, alright, great. You can't, okay. Like, there's no actual learning going on. Maybe my teachers just weren't baseball fans though. That's possible. Just how education works. Whether or not your teacher feels like teaching the thing. I think the quick thinking and body cues build up over time with experience and strategy. Last time playing baseball was in high school, and yeah, missed 3 and hit in a row. Like, I don't think anyone in my class was able to baseball properly. Baseball was like a mythical sport. friend of mine plays, and it's kind of funny seeing Kiko when watching other games. Oh, that's cool. I wonder what other sports there are that are like the kind that you see, but not a lot of people. Well, okay, that's a lie. A lot of people play baseball, but like that's popular like baseball, but feels like it has perhaps a higher barrier of entry, because like things like, I don't know, soccer are really accessible to me, at least. You know, I don't get why baseball or football players wear white pants as they slide around on the ground. Good question. Maybe it's because they could just bleach it? How powerful is bleach? When it comes to dirt, like dirt stains, I don't slide around on the ground. So I don't know. Even so, that's so much bleach and laundry loads. I mean, either way, it would be laundry loads. And then the bleach would just be an accepted... I don't know how to put it. An accepted, cost. These pants feel a bit too loose. I find it kind of fun how high the socks go. And then as for the shoes, I pretend that they don't have any detail to them and are just a silhouette. That's right. You may as well just be standing there in socks. Okay, how does this compare with the sketch? Hmm. Yeah, I think the legs are too floofy. And the shoe point's a bit too high up. First, let's make this less curved. And let's hide the aura for a moment. Make this less curved as well. Alright. Teams playing home will wear white because they get easy access. Laundry visitors wear gray because they don't have access and shows less dirt. Huh. I did not know that they wore gray. That means that everyone has to have like 2 sets of uniforms. That's expensive, isn't it? Alright, let's cast a shadow. An unlogical shadow, but, you know, cool shadow. Hmm. Alright, that's the shadow from his feet. And then I'll fade the rest of the shadow there. Let's see. What else can I do to make dramatic effect? Let's lighten up the background, actually. So I just darkened the background with the multiply shadow, but the original sketch, if we look back at it, had the background being a bit lighter than it is right now. And also the lights that I have yet to add. And let me just add some more random lines. I like the look of random lines. It makes it look detailed. Even if I don't know what these lines are for. So there's the seats, and then there's also the stairs in between the seats. Ooh, lines. Alright. What's your motivation to draw a baseball player? Because there is a baseball event happening now, and this is one of the players. Well, they got eliminated yesterday, but this was kind of like the climax moment. Before that, before the match where that happened. Should I add clouds? Or really just keep it as like a very, very big blue sky? Alright, his aura. I mean, I'm already pretty happy with how the aura is drawn right now. Just add more. Little flamey parts. Alright. I think I'm gonna try increasing the contrast. Why is it only affected this one layer? Oh, right. Because I've only selected that one layer. Maybe not. Or maybe that's just too much contrast. Like, if I do this amount of contrast... let's do it from under here. There's something about this that's lacking intensity. Is it because I got rid of the lines when I cleaned up Sunny? I cleaned him up too much? Let's add some lines. Outlines. See if it helps a bit. probably be doing this on another layer, but I'm doing it all on the same layer because I don't know. There, I added lines back. But let me actually make his leg a bit thinner here. Maybe that's like making his stance look a bit unusual. Alright. Then instead of contrast, let's try doing the thing where I make the light... should I make the light yellow and the shadows blue? And then that way I should be able to get more blue in there, but it wouldn't be overwhelming. Pull out the yellows as much as I can on the highlights. There. That makes it pop, right? Do I want the aura? Does it look intense enough without the random shining aura? Oh yeah, I forgot about the light that I said I would come back to and then never did. Keep aura? Alright, I'll add it back in after these lights. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are not even. Yeah, those are not even. Maybe I should just get one of those brushes that just do a circle. So I don't have to draw a circle. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks more even. Like drawing the stars on an American flag. This is easier. Whoever came up with the idea of putting stars on the flag, they should have thought about it a bit more. Like, what are the manufacturing costs of doing that? All right. Although I guess when it comes to printing blanks, it's just like, what do you call it? A print? It's not like someone's actually stitching it all together. Light contrast increase? Oh wait, actually, I can do this, and then have it so that it's contrasted on the edges, but not in the center. Kind of like a vignette effect. There. It's sunny. Hold it out that last inning. And then I'm just curious about what would happen here, so I'll get the background layers together here, duplicate them, and then I'm curious what happens if I blur it. What it would look like. Maybe not that kind of blur. Gaussian blur. That's a bit too blurred. Alright, the aura. Let's bring that back. And then I'll erase the blur on the front. Super clear on the front only. The aura is a bit farther than his feet. Let me erase a bit of it. There we go. All right. Sunny. And I currently have the aura above him so that you can kind of see it overlapping on his body, but what if I put it behind? Because it gets this weird thing where it's over his face here. So if I move it so that it's underneath, it looks like that. So the aura is like behind him instead of in front of him. I feel like that's better. It makes it a bit less complicated. On the edges, you can see a clear silhouette, but the aura is still there. I mean, this is how it's done in like Dragon Ball, right? They're surrounded with it, but it doesn't cover them. Does it? Now I'm questioning myself. It probably depends on the iteration. Like how old it is. How new it is. What happens if I try different blend modes for the aura? This is like with a dodge layer. A super bright aura. And because it's super bright, you can see parts where like my blending didn't quite blend. Color dodge is a bit too green. It's green. Less intense than the glow dodge, but more intense than just a plain overlay. Oh, and then this is like a burn. It becomes darker. We don't want it to become darker. I think more intense is better than less intense. So, where was I again? Where was I again? Green? Alright. Aura'd up. And yeah, I think he's good to go. You know, background is blurred, so you can ignore the fact that I spent the whole first, like, half hour on it. And the sun is, like, right here. So it doesn't burn our eyes. So that it's not on screen. Yeah, he's going Super Saiyan with his eyes closed. So at 100% zoom, it looks like this. This is 100% zoom. The yellow and blue, I think, work well with each other. So I'm pretty happy with that. I were to say, composition-wise, maybe I should extend it a bit higher. Let me try. To see that sun. Because, what, rules of thirds-wise? Technically, if the focal point is over here, this should be like the third. Right? Something like that. Just feels like it goes a bit far in that case. There's the sun that I was avoiding. But it's okay. I can add it. You thought it was nighttime? Wait a moment. No, it's full on daytime. The blue sky didn't indicate day. I am somewhat surprised. Although the color of the sun here really needs to get turned into yellow instead of purple. That is not night stadium light? Oh, the stadium lights exist there, but I don't think they're on. If they're... Wait, if they're not on, does it look different? I drew the circles in them, thinking those were like the physical lights. Like the light bulb circle. I mean, that I don't watch Goshin. Well... It's not like you would normally notice it. How do I turn this into yellow? Ah, by using yellow, of course. I should have known. That is the sun. Oh, have to go? Alright, alright. Thanks for dropping by and see you. I don't know how to draw a sun, clearly. What is this? An explosion? Is the answer to how to draw a sun just doing something like... I don't know, doing something like... this? Is that how you draw a sun? Maybe a bit smaller. You do that and say, that is the sun. Is that it? That almost looks like I'm meant to print this off and then do like a hole punch there. I'll like, I don't know, blur around it. There. A softly blurred circle indicating the sun. That just looks like a hole punch. Okay, I think we're good. And then that marks 3 hours until the final day of Koshien starts. So I'll end my stream off here. And then, yeah, looking forward to the last matches. I feel like I ended up focusing so much on the drawing that I didn't end up talking much about the matches themselves, but you know, I'm gonna be supporting Kamvas now that AU Academy is out. They do have a very long road to go if they want to win, though. So, honestly, I don't think they will win. The double elimination style tournament makes it very tense since a single, well, double elimination, right? 2 losses means that the team is out for the whole tournament, which is what happened to AU Academy. But Kamvas already has 1 loss, so 1 more loss for them is, you know, game over, out of the tournament. So, just 1 more loss. Well, there's still like 4 matches for them or something like that. It's possible, but maybe difficult. Alright. Yeah, I will end off here. Bye, little G. I will have fun. And yeah, alright. See you then. Bye-bye.